Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go on EA Sports. Chase Edmonds going to take it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Being chased out left. Murray has the first down and more. And all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they like to let them stand.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. First carry for James Conner. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Murray going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Taylor now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Patriot offense ready to go to work for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback in his 2nd year with New England at 11th overall, the former MVP Cam Newton.
And let's face it, the first year in New England for Cam Newton was kind of a mixed bag because he certainly showed flashes of his former self, especially when he carried the football. But there were also some stretches where, quite frankly, he was ineffective throwing it. But the Patriots and Cam both believe that with a full offseason program and a return to health, he can reclaim his position as one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. And because of that belief, the Patriots added some pieces around him in order to give him a better chance.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
That's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. That's one of the few things defenses try. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Murray now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
Actually thinking points, no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. Some troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray fighting, lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Newton. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Patriots send out their punter. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he's got this down to the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The football, it's out, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And the reception made by Green. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Prater for the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The drive starts with a run by White, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, 25 yards for a touchdown. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of it.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That is incomplete.
And I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Newton on first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To the air again, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here's Newton. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Folk missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Murray now on first down. And Daniels has it left side. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got Green. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taylor now from the end zone. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A big play there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The Cam's throw into the hands of Henry here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Green brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And he'll get it down on the play to the the 37. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
Here we go.
Now Newton on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taylor now from the end zone, and this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action, Newton. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Everyone's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
To me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much.
Edmonds has it knocked loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A 3-yard loss, fourth down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and that will force a turnover on downs. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag.
Still first down.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray dancing to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Newton's throw taken in by Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
New England's offense set to go. And they are in an absolutely golden spot. It's 1st and goal following the fumble return. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Newton now to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
On for the extra point is Folk. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The return, here comes Chase Edmonds. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The D for the Pats, the Patriots heading back onto the field now. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jawan Bentley able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay.